Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dreamland. First things first, as you can see, we're looking a little more handsome than usual, and that's because I finally put a few armor trims on our gear. Couldn't really decide between my favorite ones at first, but I think in the end I picked a pretty decent combination, so I'm happy with it. Last episode, we finished the entire farming district you see here, and this episode we're going to take a little break from working on spawn, head over to the creeper farm, and do a couple upgrades that I think you guys might enjoy. So let's get to it. So I've always kind of thought that your sugarcane farm needs to be really close to your creeper farm. That way you don't spend too much time traveling back and forth when you make firework rockets. Well, my creeper farm is right on the water, so the only thing I could really think of was why not make a big ship with a sugarcane farm inside, like a rocket ship. But not that kind of rocket ship, like a pirate ship, but it's where I make rockets, so like, you know, a rocket ship. And with a very careful eye, you may have noticed some things in the last two shots that are not in vanilla Minecraft, and that's because I added the Clutter mod, which gives us some amazing little details that brings a lot of life to your world, and we'll see some more of them later. For now, we have another project. So I want to put a charge creeper in this little display room, surrounded by pirate treasure and loot chest and whatnot. So I made this contraption at the old creeper farm, with a long minecart track going down to the pirate ship. And now all I need to do is wait for a thunderstorm and pray that it comes soon. So while I wait, I'm going to experiment with a few working cannonball designs, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them or not. And after waiting entirely way too long for a thunderstorm and failing to get a creeper in the room a few times, I finally have a charge creeper guarding all of our treasure. And with the new creeper farm nice and decorated and sailing the high seas, I can finally tear down this monstrosity in the sky and make room for another build. Looking at the pirate ship from the land was very boring and plain. There wasn't anything in the background. I realized I needed a forced perspective and needed to build an entire background scene to really bring life to that build. And that's when I got the idea to build a few tropical islands with a huge interactive volcano for the player to discover and possibly even get some loot out of. So the first thing I like to do is make a skeleton of the build, just so we can get an eye for things before we actually start filling in the blocks. This volcano has a cave soon to be full of pirate treasure, but you should enter at your own risk because the whole island could be trapped. This was a really fun build, and a lot of work went into messing with the redstone, getting the texturing just right, and playing with the lava without burning everything down. And I still want to come back and make some changes, maybe even add a few more islands one day, so this is potentially still a work in progress, but for now, I really like the way this build came out. And once the pirate treasure is looted, the volcano will tremble and the lava will rise. But I won't tease you any longer, let me show you. And as a special bonus for you guys, I finally got around to building rooms for my Halloween mobs. This is where you'll see a lot more of the Clutter mod and all the add-ons that come with it, everything from cabinets and food baskets to the mushrooms that grow through the cracks in the wall, even books that you can place on tables. Now if you combine all these details with something like the mini blocks mod as I've done here, along with details Minecraft already gives you like candles and plants and bookshelves, and you can make your world feel really lived in without losing that vanilla feeling. And here in the middle of the room is a small garden that opens up into a nicely decorated lush cave where I keep a few of my axolotls. Well, this was a really exciting build, but I am glad it's over. I've never been good at building boats and ships, especially anything this size or anything near the water, to be honest. But I am really happy with the way the volcano islands turned out. I think there's still a few things I could come back and add to it in the future, but for now, I really like how they are. I think they fill in the background nicely, and that's exactly what this build needed to bring some life into it. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's, and until next time, have a good night.